We have also been for quite a long time among the largest economies in the world. I say Brazil is probably for the last 30 years between the 15 largest economies in the world. This is the data from 2008, and Brazil was number 8 economy. By 2015, it's expected that Brazil is going to raise to 5th economy in the world. And it's probably going to remain there because then you're going to have some shifts, because India is going to come up in terms of GDP very fast. It's probably going to surpass Brazil sometime in the future, but some of those other countries are going to lose their position. By 2015, it's expected that the 5 richest or largest GDPs in the world, the richest countries, the largest GDPs are going to be the U.S., China, India, Brazil, and Russia. Okay. But where does this growth come from? Where it's all based actually in this phenomenon we're calling the emerging middle class. What are they? Those are people who are making between $7,000 and $31,000 a year. Okay? On average, it's $15,000 a year. This income has grown 25% in the last 5 years. So those people, this class is growing, it's become a larger percentage of population, but at the same time, they become richer. When you look at the size of the middle class in Brazil, this middle class, okay, what we define between 7 and 31,000 of income, it was 38% of the population in 2003, about 64 million people. 2008 is the last stat we have that is finalized. It was 49% of the population, about 91 million people. And in 5 years from now, 2015, it's expected to be 56% of the population, or 120 million people. 120 million people is a lot of people. It's more than the population of Mexico today. 90 million people already is more than the population of Germany today. So, whatever industry you're in, you're going to have to, if you want high growth for the future, you're going to have to do business in Brazil, in Mexico, in Argentina, in Latin America, in all the countries of Latin America. You're going to have to do business in Asia. That's where high growth rates are going to come from in the future. And because of that, because of this phenomenon, those people are, well, I'm speaking specifically of Brazil, but this is very similar to what's going on, mainly in China, India, Mexico, and somewhat differently in other countries in Latin America. Because this is a global phenomenon, which is much stronger in Brazil because we are ahead of the game in relation to India and to China, because we come from better bases than they do. And they have a much larger population, which makes it do it more. But those people are almost half of all the income in the country. 67% of the employed population. Almost 60% of the computer owners. And 50% of the TV owners. So they actually are the ones who can purchase, they are the actual consumers who can bring in value to any company, to any business. Those are from 2008. In 2015, they're going to be 56% of the population, as I showed before, and 54% of the purchasing power in the country. So, from a business standpoint, we need to understand how this is going to affect the consumer market in the future. What we should do from that. What kind of car appeals to them? What kind of computer? What kind of services will they need? What kind of global service are they going to need? what kind of translation they're going to do. Then we try to understand what those people are thinking, what's behind their minds. Our first finding, the findings are very interesting, you're going to see. First one, they have a very positive way of looking at life, which is very, very nice for us, for a company that is ours. We're totally about optimism. When you see what Marcelo showed this morning, for example, there's that. It's all about hope and happiness. Our corporate slogan is live positively. Viva positivamente. Vivendo positivamente. The way we look at the world. And it's the same way that this new middle class looks at the world. Very, very, very positive. Of course, they're making more money, they're growing, they're purchasing more things, so they're very satisfied with their life. Another very interesting finding that is different than the upper class is that those people are very, very, very happy about their families. They have a very strong family feel. They love their parents, mainly the kids love their parents, and they thank their parents every day for giving them a better life than the life their parents had. Giving them education and the possibility to go in the future. Another amazing finding is that the leaders in society are women. They are the ones. What's news, huh? Well, she is the one, she's are the ones who are, really taking the decisions, for really defining what is emergent at home in every area, in every single aspect. And this is very interesting because one thing that we have been discussing a lot is that we must find out what is the new role for men. Oh yeah, yes. But it's true. I mean, women are the community leaders, are the ones who are viewed also by their families and their children as their role model, not fathers. And another interesting, different finding, and that's because of internet, mainly, is that the kids now think as global kids. They don't think as local anymore. They have much more to do with someone of the same age and same social class in Africa or in Europe than with their maybe next door neighbor who is in a different social class or has a totally different perspective. It's very interesting because the groups are no longer geographic but psychographic. And for this specific class, it's interesting how they come up with networks in the region where they live to make their life better. So this is just an example because I tried to pick some sentences that they actually spoke when they introduced. And that's something they said. The grocery in the corner is my everyday partner. And this is the same thing for a lot of other businesses. Because when they need credit, those are the people who are going to give you credit. And they can allow them to pay later. Because those people actually, their income today is enough for them to become consumers, to buy a lot of things they could not afford before. But still, those are people who are living on the salaries. The last day of the month, they don't have any money left. So they need this credit to survive and to be able to do more and more